Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Manu Issue ACCA classes. So in this video, we will be learning about car benefit. Till date, we have covered the employment income, its calculation, and what will be the implication of the share given. That's the transfer of shares, share option, and the type of the share option approved and unapproved, and the types of approved plan. We all have discovered this in the previous video. In case you have been missed out my previous video, you can still access it from the playlist available on my YouTube channel. And the link of the same will also be blinked over your screen. You can access it from there as well. In case you are watching my video for the first time, do not forget to subscribe my channel and share it among your friends so that they could also have the benefit. Okay, so in this video we will be covering the car benefit, which is also one of the non-cash benefit. There are many non-cash benefit and that we need to calculate and include it in the employment income. Okay, that's a taxable benefit. So what are the non-cash benefit? You might be knowing the it's a car benefit, fuel benefit, right? And it's a van benefit, loan benefit, accommodation benefit, and gift benefit, uses benefit, many more, right? You might be knowing about all this. So in this video we will be covering about the car benefit. Okay, from the car benefit, what do you understand? You might understand that when employer provide a car to the employee, it's a taxable benefit, right? But before deciding that, we need to consider few things. Okay, whether the car is rented, if so, how much amount will be considered, whether car is purchased, or whether the car is being given from the pool car, right? So if the employer themselves have been rented out those car, means they have been taken those car from the taken those car as a part of the rent from the other people. So in that case, whatever the rental cost bear by the employer, it will be the taxable benefit to the employee. Okay, so if employer has purchased those car instead of renting it out, okay, they might have not taken from the rent, but they have actually purchased by themselves those car. I mean to say by company. In that case, we can calculate the taxable benefit of the car by using the formula, and that is multiplying the car purchase price into CO2 emission percentage. Okay, and what are the things or factor that we need to include in the purchase price, CO2 emission? We will be coming to this in a while. Okay, so now let's learn about carpool. If the employer provided car to the employee from the carpool, or employer has given the car, then what that's from the pool car, I mean to say, what will be the tax consequence? When the employer provide car from the pool car to the employee, then it is no taxable benefit will arise on employee. Okay, so whenever you see the term pool car given to employee, then no taxable benefit will arise if car is a pool car. So now you might be wondering, what is a pool car? Okay, a car is considered to be the pool car if it is used by more than one employee. Okay, if it is being used by the all employee in the office or the people working in the office, in that case no more taxable benefit will arise on the employee. Or any private use is incidental, in that case also car is considered with the pool car. Or if it is normally kept overnight, it is not normally kept overnight at or near the residence of the employee, in that case it is also considered to be the pool car. Okay, so remember, whenever the car is gifted from the pool car, no taxable benefit will arise. And the other is, if car is not a pool car, obviously then it will be taxable benefit will arise. Okay, and from there we need to consider whether it is employer has been rented it out or actually purchased. Okay, if the employer has been rented out, then actual cost paid as a rent will be the taxable benefit to employee. If not, in that case we will be considering we need to use the formula to calculate the taxable benefit. Okay, so here you need to consider is whether car is pool car or car is not from pool car. Right. If it is from the pool car, no taxable benefit. But if it is not from the pool car, then taxable benefit will arise. And now, if it is from the if it is not from the pool car, then we need to consider two things. And what is that? We need to consider whether it is rented out or whether the employer has actually purchased it. If it is rented out, in that case, whatever the actual cost paid by employer as rent will be the taxable benefit to employee. If it has been purchased, then we will use the formula, and that is car purchase price into CO2 emission percentage. Okay. Okay. But in case of non-pool car, we need to deduct many more things like okay, let me just make things clear. Okay. So as I said, if the car is purchased one, we will use the formula, and formula is purchase price. No, we will talk about adjusted purchase price because there are few things that we need to consider. We will learn later on. And into CO2 emission. Okay. Okay. You got some value XXX, right? Then we will deduct here non-availability. If the car is not available for the whole year, right? In that case, we have to deduct those portion as well for the period to which car is not available. And then we will also deduct employee contribution. Right? Let's suppose XXX. Okay. And then we will arrive at the taxable benefit, which will be included in the employment income. Okay, so this will be the formula, right? Now let's talk about the adjusted price. What will be the what we will include in the adjusted price, and how we will calculate CO2 emission, right? Okay, so basically car cost is the purchase cost of the car, which include the listed price, means market price including the tax but ignoring the bulk discount. Okay, here I have been mentioned here, this refer to the official price of the car. It does not include the discount, but it will include the taxes. Okay, then we will add here in this cost list price, we will add any cost of any accessory, cost of any accessories, whatever the additional accessories cost we have incurred, I mean employer have incurred, that will be added to the list price. Okay, any legal fees being paid, transport cost, all of this cost which has been incurred additionally by the employer apart from the list price. Okay, we will add up all those things. Basically, accessory means one thing that you need to remember in the case of accessory, if the accessory has been installed in this year, in current year, it will be taxed from the next year. Any new accessory added to the car in a particular year will only be taxed starting from the following year, not in the same year. Okay, but in case of any accessory add for the disability or child care, in that case it is exempt from the tax. Okay, now you got my point, right? What the things we have to consider in the purchase price? In price we will consider list price. In list price we will include the tax but not the bulk discount. Okay, then we will add on the accessories, but if it is added in the current year, it will be taxed in the next year. We will add those amount in the next year, right? But if it is added for the disabled or child care, in that case it's exempt. Okay, or any legal fees, transport costs incurred by the employer, that all will be added to the list price of the car. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now, but if employer have contributed certain amount, as I mentioned here, employee contribution, then it will be deducted here, right? And the maximum amount that can be deducted is 5,000. Okay, so employee can contribute up to 5,000. Okay, so this is for the purchase price. Now let's talk about CO2 emission. Okay, however this percentage is given in the exam, you don't need to remember or mug up, right? So this all will be given in the exam. Okay, so the car CO2 emission rate is a key factor in calculating the car benefit and will provide it in the exam or the question. Okay, one more thing that you need to remember is that always round CO2 emission rate to the nearest 5 gram per kilometer. For example, if emission rate is given 54 gram, then you need to round it down to 50 gram per kilometer. Okay, always round it down. Okay, so now you from the CO2 emission point of view, you need to think the two things, whether the car is petrol one or diesel one. Okay, you need to consider whether the car is a petrol one and diesel one, and in case of diesel you need to consider whether those car meet the RDE2 standard or not. If the diesel car meet the RDE2 standard, then it will be same as the petrol car. If not, then the separate percentage rate will be available. Okay, so now let's learn. Suppose your car emission is from 51 gram to 54 gram per kilometer. In that case, percentage is 15 gram. And this is for the petrol car and the diesel car that meet the RDE2 standard. If the diesel car do not meet the RDE2 standard, in that case, increase every percentage of the petrol by the 4%. Suppose if the diesel car do not meet the RDE2 standard, right? In that case, we will add 4%. It means 19% we will be taking. But if the diesel car meet the RDE2 standard, then it will be 15%. Okay. Now, if the CO2 emission is 55 gram per kilometer, in that case, percentage we need to take is 16%. Okay. And this is for the again petrol car plus diesel car that meet the RDE2 standard. And for diesel car that do not meet the RDE2 standard, in that case, we will add 4%, it will be 20%. Now, you might be thinking, what if the car CO2 emission is more than 55 gram? In that case, what we need to do is, we will add 1% for every extra 5 gram per kilometer over this limit. Okay? And this is for the petrol car. And for diesel that do not meet RDE2 standard, we will add 4% more. Okay, but the maximum you can claim is 37%. You cannot claim more than 37%. Okay, so this is for the any rate. Any CO2 emission increased more than 55 gram per kilometer. Okay, but if the car is electric one, the car with zero CO2 emission, fully electric, then we will have 2% benefit rate. Okay, but if it is hybrid one with emission between 1 to 50 gram per kilometer, the electric range also matter, right? Here over 130 miles we will take 2%, 70 to 129 miles we will take 5%, 40 to 69 miles we will take 8%, 30 to 39 miles we will take 12%, less than 30 miles we will take 14%. For hybrid car we will consider the electric range of miles. Okay. Okay, so as I said, if the employee is contributing in the car uses, in that case maximum 5,000, and in the purchase price maximum 5,000, and if employee is also contributing in the car uses, and contribution is also deducted from the benefit value, reducing the taxable. Okay, so this is only for the car benefit. So I think it will be easy for you guys to remember. In case of you having queries, please do let me know, or you can drop a comment or drop a message to me on Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, wherever you feel easy. And one more thing I would like to say, that if you want these notes, you can still access it from the my Quora ID, where you can go over the Google and type Manu issue UK tax, then you will find my ID, and you can see I have here written down the notes of the few topic, and I will be adding many more. Okay, so be ensure you are following to me on the Quora as well, so that you can have access to the note. Okay, so in case of any confusion, do let me know. I will be here to assist you. So thank you so much for watching my video. I hope this video is very useful, and stay tuned for the more video. Thank you.